Hello everyone, I am going to show you a discrepant event experiment. The experiment I chose to do is called the broken pencil experiment. For this lab, all you need is a clear cup, water that fills your cup half full, and a pencil of yours of any choice. Before I begin with this experiment, I would like you to pause the video and make your predictions on what you think will happen during the experiment. Do you think the water will change? Do you think the pencil will change? Or do you think the glass will change? If you think one of these things will change, explain what you think will change and why you think it will change. If you think there's no change at all, then explain why you think everything will remain the same. I'm going to pause the video and let you guys think about what your prediction is. Now, if you have your prediction, we can begin the lab. Before I begin, I want to encourage you to also follow along with materials from your home. Doing this hands-on will also let you see how students feel while doing the experiments. They don't really learn by just watching you do your experiment. They want to be hands-on also. So I think in a classroom environment, the students should also have each material to do the experiment while you are teaching it. So to begin, the first thing you do is you take your glass and you pour water in there until the water is half full. Now, examine your water. Did it change or is it the same? Make your prediction on what you think. Now, take your pencil and place it into the water standing up, but leaning on the side where the top of the pencil is on the top of the cup. Next, you are going to examine your pencil. Examine your pencil from every angle possible. So I can look at the pencil from the bottom. I can look at the pencil from underneath the water. I can examine the pencil from this angle above the water. And I can also examine the pencil from the side where the water meets the air. Do you notice any observations about the pencil? My observation is that when I hold the pencil like this, the pencil looks completely normal and straight. When I hold the pencil from the angle where I'm looking at the water and the air, the pencil looks bent or broken to me. The pencil changing with each observation I make makes this a discrepant event. This is a discrepant event because the outcome is based on the lighting and the angle you see the pencil in. The pencil will not be the same on different angles and different lightings. The reason being is that the water causes the light to refract when it passes from the water to the air. When you look at a pencil from one angle, the light portion of the pencil makes the water bend as it enters the air, which makes the pencil appear broken. You can kind of see it, but it might be better to have the experiment in your hands when doing this. A discrepant event is an experiment or unexpected outcome or change of outcomes, which makes this the perfect example. These events are used in elementary classrooms to spark curiosity in young students and encourage them to think deeper about the answers. Discrepant events are very engaging and motivating for students and really increase their critical thinking skills. It also challenges their brain to think about how they're doing the experiment and why it is changing. I definitely would use discrepant events, experiments inside of my classroom because it introduces student curiosity and really allows me to learn what my students know and how deep my students actually think. If they are just answering the questions and not really giving me any insight as to why they said their answers, then I would know that they really need more activities to increase their thinking and make their thinking deeper. I think this is a great activity to do inside of an elementary science classroom, as students can do it right there at their desk. It's not a lot of materials, and the materials are really easy to find. You can even do it, if you do not have materials for every student in your classroom, you can do it by each student coming up to the front desk and doing the experiment, and then everyone making their observation one by one. And then as a class, you can discuss why the pencil bent or why the pencil stayed the same and what angle all of that happens in. Thank you for listening to my discussion.